In the month of April, o'er the hill came the sun, with a blithe sunny smile, and the folks were thronging the roads everywhere, making haste to be in the Copshall fair. I've seen them coming in over mountain and glen, both rosy-faced lassies and strapping young men with a joy in their hearts and a burden.
Luck? Don't know the word. Shifts its bobs when I come near. Born under a hay plant I was. Dad's a nibbler, didn't want to get cracked. Mum leaves 5 brothers, I'm the only titter. Takes him washing. Then, one day, my own father. Lady's walking down the street, and he takes her wiper. She screams and he's shoulder clapped. Oh, but it weren't me, sir. Look, Lizzie took it. Look, she did it. And I'm stripped and I'm beaten in the street, and everyone's watching. So that night, I take my dad's cudgel and I try and kill him. I prig all his clothes and I go to my brother's, but he don't want me. Lizzie says, why try and for a mate when you can rap for a winning? With Dimblewore, I says. Don't ask you to be a swell much, your sister. My milk was laycock. Don't look at your mug. So I start to tell my mother of saints. Been coming up when I meet this bobco. He's a swell cove. Sports a different wiper every day of the week. Tells me it's not enough to send my mozzie face. Don't bring no sinners no more. Teach me how to spice up swells. One day, swell has me up against a wall. Flashes a pocket watch and I lifts it. I stir my stumps too slow. He squeaks, but he snoozy ears, and I'm shoulder clapped. That lad's to rest, I think, when I go up before the fortune teller. But no. Judge is a bobco. And that the King's partner's crossed the Avon Pond for 7 years. Jesus Christ, hunger on that ship. No random, no scandal, sailors won't touch me. No food. But here, Governor says a new life. You can knob it in, Lizzie, I thinks. Not too much hard work, good crew of rufflers, cable, Arscott. But nah, Ross don't like my mug. Shoulder clapped again. It's like the lad to rest for good, I thinks. Well, living Morden's life. You? Wise Hammer, how'd you get it?
Betrayal, barbarous, falsehood, intimidation, injustice.
Speak English, Wise Hammer.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I'll keep saying I didn't.
Don't matter what you say. If they say you're a thief, you're a thief.
I didn't do it. I'll go back to the snuff shop and rick it low and say, see, I'm back. I'm innocent.
They won't listen.
You can't live things that way. 7 years, then I'll go back.
What do you want to go back to England for? You're not English.
I am English. What do I have to do to make people believe I am English?
You have to think English. I hate England, but I think English. And him, Arscott, they ain't said a word since they brought him up here, but he's speaking English, I can tell.
I don't want to think English. If I think English, I will die. I want to go back to Madagascar and think Malagasy. I want to die in Madagascar and join my ancestors.
Don't matter where you die when you're dead.
If I die here, I will have no spirit. I want to go home. I will escape again.
There's no escape.
This time, I lost my courage. But next time, I will ask my ancestors. They will know the way.
There's no escape. If that's English, you know things.
My ancestors will know the way.
No escape, I tell you. Go in the servers out there. That's all you do. You walk and you walk and you don't reach China. You're capital sense. Savages don't get the first. What does the compass work from this upside down desert? Here, you can read. Why did it work? What does it say?
It says north.
Why did it work then? It was supposed to take us to the north of China. Why did I end up going in circles?
Because it's not a compass.
I gave my only shilling to a sailor for it. He said it was a compass.
It's a piece of paper with north written on it. He deceived you. He betrayed you. He betrayed you.
Madam, gentlemen, fellow players, we come to visit, to commiserate, to offer our humble services.
Get out!
Liz, we've come to rehearse the play.
Rehearse the play.
The lieutenant's gone to talk to the governor. Harry said he'd come see you. The letter
Lieutenant has asked me to stand this place so we don't waste time. We'll start the first scene between Sylvia and Brazen.
How can I play Captain Brazen in chains?
This is the theatre, we will believe you.
When does Kite come in?
Madam, I've brought you your fan.
His Excellency exhorts wrath.
I hear you want to stop the play, Lieutenant.
After my cast of the chains, sir.
It is a difficulty. It can be overcome. Is that your only reason, Lieutenant?
So many people seem against us, sir.
To break conventions, it is inevitable to make enemies, Lieutenant. Play irritates them.
Yes, sir.
Socrates, imitated the state of Athens, was put to death for it.
Sir.
Would you have a world without Socrates?
Sir,
In the Meno, one of Plato's great dialogues, who read it, Lieutenant? Socrates demonstrated a slave boy, and then the principles of geometry as well as a gentleman. In other words, he shows that human beings have an intelligence which has nothing to do with the circumstances in which they are born.
I see.
Sit down. It is a matter of reminding the slave what he knows, his own intelligence, and by intelligence, you know goodness, talent, the innate qualities of human beings.
I see, sir.
When he treats the slave boy as a rational human being, the boy becomes one. He loses his fear and becomes a competent mathematician. A little more encouragement, and he might become an extraordinary mathematician. Who knows? You must see your actors in that light.
I can see some of them, sir. But there are others. John Arscott.
He has been sentenced 200 lashes for trying to escape. It will take time for him to see himself as a human being again.
Liz Morden.
Liz Morden. I had a reason for asking you to cast as Morden. Morden is one of the most difficult women in the colony.
Indeed, sir.
Lower than a slave, full of loathing, foul-mouthed, desperate.
Exactly, sir. And violent.
Quite. To be made an example of.
By hanging.
No, Lieutenant. I think so.
The Reverend says he's given up on her, sir.
The reference in arts, Lieutenant. I'm speaking of redeeming her humanity.
I don't think there's much left there either, sir.
How do we know what humanity lies hidden under the rags and filth of a mangled life? I've seen soldiers given up for dead. Limbs torn, heads cut open, come back to life. If we treat her as a corpse, of course she will die. Try a little kindness, Lieutenant.
But will she be hanged, sir?
I don't want a woman to be hanged. You'll have to help me now.
Sir.
When he treats his slave boy as a rational human being, the boy becomes one. I retired from His Majesty's service. I was farming. I don't know why they asked me to rule over this colony of wretched souls. I will fulfil my responsibility. No one will stop me.
No, sir. We don't see...
What is a statesman's responsibility? To ensure the rule of law. But the citizens must be taught to obey that law of their own will. I want to rule over responsible human beings, not tyrannise over a group of animals. I want there to be a contract between us, not a whip at my side, hatred and terror on theirs, and you will help me now.
Yes, sir. The play...
It won't change much, but it is the diagram in the sand. You may remind, just remind the slave boy. Do you understand?
I think so.
We may foul. I may have a mutiny on my hands. They are trying to convince the Admiralty that I am mad.
Sir!
And they will threaten me. You don't want to be accepting that from all of us.
No, sir.
embarked now, when we could see a fleet. But there was a more serious threat that may capsize us all. If the ship's not coming within 3 months, the supplies will be exhausted. In a month, we'll have to cut the Russians again. Harry is not well. Can you do something? We'd like to play Lieutenant. Oh, are you out?
Yes, sir.
Unexpected situations are often matched by unexpected virtues of people. Are they not?
I believe they are, sir.
A play is a world in itself. A tiny colony, we could say, and you are in charge of it.
I will
And
lay
you
down my
great
life
responsibility.
if I have to, sir.
I don't think it comes back that way. You need only do your best.
Yes, sir. I will, sir. It is a wonderful play. I wasn't fond of it to begin with, as you know.
Good, good. I shall look forward to seeing it. I'm sure it's be a success.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Harry Brewer sees the dead.
Darkling! Darkling!
She's on the beach, Harry, waiting for a young Andy Baker.
Go away, Andy! Go away!
The dead never go away, Harry. You thought you'd be able to dance the button ball with your trunk. No one owns a horse cunt, Harry. You ran.
I didn't hang you!
You wanted me dead.
I didn't!
You wanted me hanged.
Alright. Alright, what did you hang? Go away! Death is horrible, Mr. Brewer. It is dark. There's nothing. But Thomas Farrow, did you hang me? Stolen the stores. I was 17, Mr. Brewer. You lived a very wicked life. I hadn't. That's what you said that morning. I have lived a very wicked life. I had to say something, Mr. Brewer. It makes sense of dying. I'd heard the Reverend say we were all wicked, but it was horrible. My body hanging, my tongue sticking out. You shouldn't have stolen that food. I wanted to live. Go back to England. I'd only been 24. I hadn't done it much. Not like you. Darkling! I wish I wasn't dead, Mr. Brewer. I had plans. I was going to have my farm. Have a drink with friends and feel the strong legs of a girl around me. You shouldn't have stolen.
Didn't you ever steal?
No!
Yes.
Oh, that was different. Why should you be alive after what you've done? Darkling! I'm seeing them. Dead. All of them.
Just had another bad dream. Nightmare.
No, I see them. I see. Let me come inside of you.
Now?
Please.
Look at your nightmares.
Yes. What were you doing on the beach? You were with him. He told me. You were with Andy Baker.
Some trees lose their way, wander over the earth. Lost.
This is a dream no one wants.
How the wind crenches, crowded,
Hungry.
and disturbed dreams.
Some of your capital law bastard!
Not touch that released prisoners there.
Captain Campbell, unchained ways out. And a savage. She stays in chains. She's being tried tomorrow. Don't want her sloping off.
Major, I can't rehearse with one of my plays in chains.
Some difficulty.
Sounds governor you didn't need her. I don't take her back to prison.
No, we shall manage. Sideline, let's go over the senior rehearsal in terms of Melinda, please.
I'm in lesson 2, Lieutenant.
No, you're not.
Yes, he is lesson.
The rest of us will go from Silver's entrance as Jack Wilford. Brennan? Wife's Emma? I'll read Blue.
The wee Dactyl Lieutenant wants to be in the play too. We'll have you promoted to convict soon, Lieutenant.
Major, we wish to rehearse. We wish to rehearse now.
Nothing's stopping you, Lieutenant.
Major, there is a certain modesty that is attached to the process of creation which must be respected.
Modesty? Modesty? Sideway! Here!
Major, sideways, stand.
Lieutenant, I would not try to countermand the orders of your superior officer.
No obedience, eh?
Sideway! Take your shirt off. $100 lashes on the Sirius for answering an officer. Do you remember, Sideway? 300 lashes on an account of striking that same officer. I have seen the weight of this animal's bones, his leaky convict urine, and lectured blood have spilled on my boots. And he's feeling modest. Are you feeling modest, Sideway? Bright! On all fours. Now wag your tail and bark, Blind. I'll throw you a biscuit. What? You've forgotten? Isn't that how you beg for your food on the ship? Wag your tail, Blind! Bark! Oh, well. Brennan? Where's your tattoo, Brennan? I can't see it. Show us. If you can't manage, I'll help you!
What pleasures I may receive abroad are indeed uncertain, but this I'm sure of, for we live with less cruelty among the most barbarous nations than I found at home.
Sir! You and I have been journeying now a great while. I fear that if we make up our accounts, we should soon come to some agreement.
It's true, madam, you won't dispute being in my debt. My sighs, vows, fears, assiduities, anxieties, promises, jealousies have run for a whole year without any payment.
Ah, look at sighs, vows, promises, anxiety.
Campbell! Start Ascot's punishment.
What you owe me is not to be paid under a 7-year servitude. How did you use me the year before? Ah! How did you use me the year before?
When taking advantage.
Once I loved with fond affection, oh, her thoughts, they were of me, until dawn, boy, did sway her.
The science of hanging.
I don't want to do this.
Kill him with it, Freeman.
I have to measure you. I'm sorry. You'll have to stand this. Please. I won't hurt you. I mean, now. If I have the measurements right, I can make it quick. Very quick. She doesn't want to kidnap Mr. Burrow. I can come back with her.
Measure her, Freeman.
I can't unless she gets up. I have to measure her to judge the drop. If the rope's too short, it won't hang her. And if the rope's too long, it'll pull off her head. It's very difficult, Mr. Burrow. I've always done my best. but I've never hung a woman.
Did you hung a boy?
That was a terrible mess, Mr. Burke. Don't you remember? He dangled there for 20 minutes, and even then he wasn't dead. Remember how he died, and everybody laughed. I don't want to repeat something like that. Not now. Somebody had to grab his legs away and down.
Measure her, Freeman.
Yes, sir. Could you tell her to get up? She'll listen to you.
Get up! Get up, you bitch! Now measure her.
The lieutenant took me to the governor again. Maybe he'll change his mind. Or at least wait and do it another day. I know you're thinking of my position. You wouldn't. But somebody will. And I'll be gentle. Is it wrong, Mr. Burke?
Death is horrible. There's no food left in the colony. And she stalls it and gives its cable to run away.
That's true then. You shouldn't have done that. Especially when the lieutenant trusted us. Actors can't behave like normal criminals. Not even like normal people. But still, I'll do my best.
Come on, Freeman, let's go.
Goodbye then. You were very good with it.
Mr. Brewer,
I didn't. You should have stolen her food.
Speak to her. Speak, Mr. Burke.
What?
tell the lieutenant afterwards. Tell him I didn't do it. I didn't steal the food.
What are you saying? Why are you lying now?
Please. Just tell the lieutenant.
I'm so frightened. So annoyed. Stop. Stop.
Mr. Burke.
Just me. Pain in the back of the neck and then nothing. Oh, it's that.
Unmended cracks at the start.
Why? What do they need?
So we can satisfy it. And we will come back.
How can we satisfy them?
Was on one Monday morning, oh, and it was soon. On my pretty Betty, a pair of new shoes, a pair of new shoes and slippers of song. But I lost my pretty Betty.
For I swear, madam, by the honour of my profession, that whatever dangers I went upon, it was with the hope of making myself more worthy of your esteem. And if ever I had thoughts of preserving my life, 'twas for the pleasure of dying at your feet.
Well, well, you shall die at my feet or where you will. But you know, sir, there is a certain will and testament to be made beforehand. I don't understand why Sylvia and I play no will.
It's a proof of his love. He wants to provide for her.
A will is a proof of love.
Oh, she's using will in another sense. He must show his willingness to marry her. Dying is used in another sense too.
He gives her his will to indicate he intends to take care of her.
That's right, Lieutenant. Marriage is nothing, but will you look after her?
I think Plume is too ambitious to marry Sylvia.
If I would have been Sylvia, I would have trusted me.
When dealing with men, always have a contract.
Love is a contract.
Love is a barter of perishable goods. A man's word for a woman's body.
That is right. If a man loves a woman, he should marry her.
Sometimes he can't.
Then she should find someone who can.
A woman should look after her own interests, that's all.
Her interest is to love.
A girl will love the first man knows how to open her legs. She's called a whore and ends up here. I could write scenes, Lieutenant. Women with real lives, not these Shrewsbury prudes.
I've written something. The prologue to this play won't make much sense to the convicts. In ancient times, we had Helen, fatal charms, and so on. I've written something. We take a look at it. You mustn't trust all people, Mary. It
could make a new life together here. I would marry you. We could get a house together. He would put you in a hut on the bottom of his garden and call you slave out in public. That is, his whore. Don't do it now.
Lieutenant Murray wrote in a note. Arscott and I have been waiting for hours.
It seems interesting. I'll read it more carefully later.
You don't like it.
I do like it. Perhaps it needs a little more work. It's not far from.
It'll mean more to the convicts.
I'll think about it.
Do you think it should be longer?
We'll talk about it later.
Shorter? Do you like lasting notes?
Mary help me with those.
Ah.
First he likes his days, didn't they, Mary?
Let's rehearse a scene where Sylvia comes on as Jack Wilful. You're in this scene too, Whitehammer. Right, we'll come to your scenes in a moment. Now, Fred, remember what I showed you yesterday about walking like a gentleman? I want a breach to be made for you. You're practicing them tomorrow.
I'll tuck my skirt in. Save ye, gentlemen.
My dear, I'm yours.
It doesn't say Sylvia is kissing the stage directions.
Plume kissed her later on in the scene. There's a line about men kissing the army. I thought Brazen would kiss her immediately.
It's completely wrong.
It's right for the character of Brazen.
No, it isn't. I'm the director, Wisehammer.
Yes, and I'm playing the part. And in the scene, they're both equal. They're both captains, and in the end, they fight for her. We've planned Plume in our performance.
I'll have to pay Plume as Cab hasn't returned yet.
Will I be given a sword?
I doubt it. Let's move on to the pilot's entrance. Arscott's been waiting far too long.
Sir, if you please.
Excellent, Arscott. We'll have to give you our last line so you know when to come in. Wisehammer,
Fellow dare not fight.
that's when you come in.
Sir, if you please.
What about me? I ain't done anything either. You always rehearse the scenes with Sylvia.
Let's rehearse the scene when Rose comes on with her brother Bullock. It's better scene for you, Arscott. Do you know it?
Yes.
Good. Wisehammer, you'll have to play Bullock.
Play two parts.
Major Ross won't let any more of the convicts out of work. Some of you will have to play several parts.
It'll confuse the audience. They'll think Brazen is Bullock and Bullock is Brazen.
Nonsense! If the audience are paying attention, know that Bullock is a country lad and Brazen a captain.
What if the audience aren't paying attention?
Those who cannot pay attention should not go to the theatre.
Relax, though.
It will ruin my entrance as Captain Brazen.
We must turn this necessity into an advantage. You will play two different characters and display your full range of abilities.
Our audience won't be that discerning.
Their imagination will be challenged and trained. Right?
Well, I think the recruiting officer is a silly play. I want to be in a play that has more interesting people in it.
Arscott, let's start the scene.
Captain, sir, look yonder. Coming this way. Is the prettiest, cleanest little tip.
Wisehammer.
Not a great country fella.
Act it, Wisehammer.
Boy, chickens, young and tender chickens. That's a very stupid line, I'm not saying it.
The line is written by the playwright, and you have to say it. Here, you chickens.
Who's Paul?
Right. You're playing a pretty country wench who wants to entice the captain. You have to say your lines with charm and blushes.
I don't bluff.
I still need Sideway. Where is he? This is irresponsible. He wants to the part. Somebody go and get me Sideway.
So upset about this, he won't rehearse.
I'll talk to the governor. But he has to rehearse. Go with the plan, whatever happens. Work on your big speeches.
I understand my business, so I will say it. You must know. I was born a gypsy and bred among the crew till I was 10 years old. Then
That's
I
about
learned
me.
hunting and lying. I was bought by my mother by a nobleman, 3 guineas, and liking my beauty made me his page.
That's my story. Why do I have to play Silver Mermaid? Why can't I play Kite?
I can't play a man, Daddy.
You play man, Jack Wilful.
Yeah, but in the play, and I'm a woman. If you play kite, you have to think you're a man.
Well, if Wisehammer can think he's a big country lad, I can think I'm a man. People will use their imagination. People with no imagination should go to the theatre.
Right, you're muddling everything.
No, I see things very clearly, Lieutenant, and I'm trying to make you see clearly. I want to play kite. You can't play kite. I'm playing kite.
You may have
Can't
to
steal
play
my
the
part. All she does is marry Sideway. That's not interesting.
I'm sorry I'm late, Lieutenant, but I know my lines.
Let's rehearse a scene between Justice Balance and Sylvia. must transcend personal feelings in the theatre. We are making much progress today. Let's end this rehearsal here.
Once I loved with fond affection, all her thoughts, they were of thee, until dark, boy did sway her, now she fell.
I will never again punish you for silence. If you live, I will never again turn away from you. If you live, I will never imagine another man will make love to me. If you live, I will speak to you. If you live, I will be tender with you. If you live, I will look after you. If you live, I will stay with you. If you live, I'll be wet and open to your touch. If you live, I will answer all your questions. If you live, I will look after you. If you live, I will love you. If you die, I will never forgive you. How could you do it? No. I love you. How could you do this?
A love scene.
Captain Flynn, I despise your listing money. If I do so, it's purely for love of that Winterning. Well, you must know. So you only want an opportunity for accomplishing the designs upon her. Well, I am satisfied as to the point in debate. Now, let me beg you to lay aside your recruiting airs, put on the man of honour, and tell me plainly what usage I must expect when under your command. Well, I am satisfied as to the point of debate. Now, let me beg you to lay aside your recruiting airs, put on the man of honour, and tell me plainly what usage I must expect when under your command. Something tells me that if you do list me, will be the greatest punishment you can inflict. For were we to go upon the greatest dangers of our profession, would be less terrible for you than to stand beside me. Now, your hand that lists me. And now you are my captain.
Your friend. Steph, there's something in this fellow that charms me.
One favour I must beg, this affair will make some noise.
Sylvia.
I must remember to be impressed by the act of Parliament.
What you please as to that. Will you lodge at my quarters in the meantime? You should have part of my bed. Sylvia? Mary?
Am I buzzard head and never at an angle. I must remember not to lower my head. Let's try it again.
Would you please to that? Will you lodge my quarters in the meantime? You shall part of my bed. Will you?
Yes.
How long are your head? Sylvia. I've never seen the body of a woman before.
Your wife?
It wasn't right to look at her. Let me see you.
Yes. Let me see you.
Yes.
She refused to defend herself at the trial. She didn't say a word. This was taken as admission of guilt and she was condemned to be hanged. The evidence against her, however, is flimsy.
She was seen with Cable late last night by the food stores. That is a finger in fact.
She was seen by a drunken sailor in the dark. He admitted he was drunk and saw her at a distance. He knew Cable was supposed to be fixed in the door and she's known friends with Cable and Arthur. She won't speak. She won't say where she was. That is our difficulty.
She won't speak because she's guilty.
Silence has many causes, Robbie.
She won't speak, Your Excellency, because of the convict's code of honour. She doesn't want to beg for her life.
Convict code of honour. This pluming plate has muffled the muddy lieutenant's mind.
My only fear, Your Excellency, is that she won't speak because she no longer believes in the process of justice. If that is so, the court scene will become travesty. I do not want that.
If she won't speak, there is nothing more we can do. You cannot get at the truth through silence.
She spoke to Harry Brewer.
But Harry never regained consciousness before he died.
James Freeman was there. He told me.
Wasn't this used in the trial?
Freeman's evidence wasn't very clear, and as for Liz Morgan will confirm it.
If you can't take the word of a crook crawling hangman,
How won't she speak?
because she's guilty.
Robbie, we may be about to hang the first woman. I do not want to hang the first innocent woman.
We must get at the truth.
Truth? We have 800 thieves, liars, murderers, escapers, rapists, coiners in this scrap-bitten, dust-driven, cretinous colony. My Marines, who are trained to fight, are turned into goalie jailers, fed less than the prisoners.
The rations, Major, are the same for all, prisoners and soldiers.
We have the right to more, so it makes them have less. Up a ship shifting into sight. The prisoners running away, stealing, drinking, and the wee ductile lieutenant talks about the truth.
Truth is indeed a luxury, but its absence brings about the most abject poverty in a civilization. That is the paradox.
This is a profligate prison for us all. It is a hellish hole that we Marines have been hauled to, because they blame us for losing the war in America. This is a hateful, hairy, scary, topsy-turvy outpost. This is not a civilization. I hate this possum place.
Perhaps we should return to the question of Liz Morden. Captain Campbell. Liz Morden, you must speak. If you could defend yourself, His Excellency can overrule the court. We would not then risk a miscarriage of justice, but you have to speak. Was you there when the food was stolen?
She...
It is the accused who must answer.
Miss Morden, you must speak.
We will listen to you.
Morden, no one will despise you for telling the truth.
That is not so, Lieutenant. Tell the truth and accept the contempt. That is the history of great men. Liz, maybe he spies, but she will show courage.
If that soldier has lied...
There, he's accusing my soldiers of lying. It's that play. It makes fun of officers. It shows a corrupt justice system as well.
Funny seeing that.
Next to you, Campbell.
What, only meant that, well, if he should be so good at gunning, for he shall have enough. For he may be a use against the French, for, you know, he shoots lion. And then there's constant...
Campbell!
The case seems to be having miraculous effects already. Next one, please. Yes?
Morden, you must speak.
For the good of the colony.
I think it's still the food.
Was you there when he escaped with the Hazel Soldier? No.
But you knew he was going to steal it. Guilty. She didn't report it.
Failure to inform is a hangable offence.
Conspiracy.
You may need a retrial. Why would you say this before?
Because she didn't have time to invent a lie.
Major, you are demeaning the process of law. Violence.
Will look matters. Speaking the truth. Speaking.
You are taking the word of a convict against the word of a soldier.
A soldier who was drunk and uncertain of what he saw.
A soldier is a soldier. He has the right to respect. You will have revolt on your hands, Governor.
I'm sure I will. But let us see the play first. Liz, I hope you'll give me your heart.
She will be, Your Excellency. I promise that.
Your Excellency, I'll endeavour to speak Mr. Farquhar's lines with the elegance and clarity their own work commands.
I hope they won't upset the audience.
Everyone's here. All the officers too.
Dabby could do your part. No, I want to do it. I will remember my lines.
I thought you and I were from Park Island. They've thrown her out of Harry Burr's tent.
Why? You wouldn't have wanted that.
Major Ross said a whore was a whore, and I was the Prince of Women's Camp. They take all of Harry's things. I tell you what, let's just go through the lines. And if you forget them, you can tap my foot and I'll whisper them to you.
We haven't rehearsed the bow yet. Garrick used to take his this way. Up to the circle, to the side, and down. Make sure everybody thinks you're looking at them. We'll get in a line.
I'll be in the middle. I'm the tallest.
Go Oscar.
Dabby, you should be next to Mary.
Oh, I will take the bow.
Oh, it's not the biggest part, Daddy, but you know this.
I want to be noticed.
Right, come on, let's all do the same thing. If we don't get it right, it'll look a mess. And that.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
No, Dabby, they'll be shouting bravo, but we're not in alignment.
I wasn't looking at the bow, I saw the whole play, and we all know our lines, and Mary, you look so beautiful, and everyone was shouting, bravo, Dabby, bravo, you've sailed thousands and thousands of miles across the open sea to come back to your Devon. Bravo, Dabby, bravo.
When are you doing this, Daddy?
Tonight, we can't. I'll be in the play till the end, there's no confusion when it's over, we can slip away. The tide is up, the night is dark, everything's ready.
The lieutenant will be blamed. I won't let you.
If you say anything to Lieutenant, I'll refuse to act in the play.
When I say my lines, get everything else. Why can't you do the same?
Because it's only for one night. I want to grow old in Devon.
They'll never let us put on another play. I'm telling the lieutenant.
No, you're not.
Please, I just want to go back.
I don't want to go back to England. It's too small and they don't like Jews. Here, none's more right than anyone else to call you a foreigner. I'm become the first famous writer.
Can't become a famous writer till he's dead.
You can if you're only one.
I'm going to start a theatre company. Who wants to be in it?
I'll be in your company, Mr. Park.
I'll play with parts with gravity and dignity.
Right. I'll hold auditions tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Alright. Where are my shoes?
Arscott! 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 Remember to look at the subs when you talk at them. You are talking to them. Look at them. And the rest of you, remember to leave a gap for people to laugh.
I'll kill anyone that laughs at me.
They're not laughing at you, they're laughing at Farquhar's lines. You must expect them to laugh.
That's all right. If I see Major Blossom and the other officers laughing, I'll kill him.
No more violence. By the way, Arscott, when you carry me off as Jack Wilful, can you be a little more gentle? I don't think you'd be so rough with the young gentleman.
Where's Caesar?
I saw him walking towards the beach. I thought he was learning his line.
Caesar!
When I say Jews are fishing, Mary, do you say something?
I'm so sorry, Captain. Harry was my friend.
I loved him, but now I never know that. I thought that he knew.
Are you sure you don't want David to take your part?
No. I read it. Please touch him and say my lines.
They'll be watching from somewhere. How beautiful you look.
I don't have a necklace of pearls and pretty children.
If we have a boy, we will call him Harry.
And if we have a girl?
And she would be called Betsy Alicia.
I'm on the page today.
I can't. All these people, my ancestors are angry. They do not want me to be laughed at by all these people.
If you wanted to be in this play, then you will be in this play.
I was never do it, but overcome it. I just have to be brave.
My ancestors will kill me.
Going to ruin my first scene.
Lieutenant, save me.
Caesar, if I were back home, I would be in this play either. But our ancestors are thousands of miles away.
I cannot be a disgrace to Madagascar.
More than a disgrace. Don't count me on that stage now.
This is your family.
Lieutenant, what do you think of this bag?
Caesar, if you don't go out there, I will have you tried and hanged for treason.
I don't play the rules in such a way. You're down there for the pissing shit for hours.
And what will your ancestors think about that, Caesar?
No?
David, have you got your chickens?
Chicken. Yes. Here.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I was just dreaming
Of your future success?
of my future success.
And so should everybody, I hope. Ascot,
Yes, sir.
Carl.
You danger, sir.
Here. What's that? So, good luck.
Where did you get that from?
I've been saving it for my rations. I've saved enough so everyone can have a bit. Lieutenant.
Yes, Wise Hannah. There's...
There's prologue.
Ah, yes, the prologue. I forgot. Let's hear it again.
In distant climes, o'er widespread seas we've come, through not with much elate or beat of drum. True patriots, be for it all understood, we left our country for our country's good. No private views disgraced our generous zeal, what urged our travels was our country's will. And none will doubt that our emigration has proved most useful to the British nation.
When Major Ross hears that, he'll have an apoplectic fit.
I think it's very good.
It's very good. It's very well written, but it's too political. It'll be considered provocative.
You don't want me to say it.
Not tonight. We have many people against us.
I could admit, we left our country for our country's good.
That's the best line.
It'd be wrong to cut it.
I worked so hard on it.
We get much praise as praising, Wise Hammer.
It's not the same as writing.
We'll use it in the Sideway Theatre Company.
Does rhyme.
Wise Hammer. The theatre is like a small republic. You have to have small sacrifices for the good of the whole. That is something you should agree with. And now, my actors, I want to say what a pleasure it has been to work with you. You are all on your own out there tonight, and you must deliver it in front of that large audience. A pleasurable, memorable, and intelligible evening.
We'll do our best, Mr. Clark.
I love this.
Ascot,
3 steps ahead of me. Yeah, now you know what happens to you later.
you're on.
Move. Hubbard. Hubbard. If any gentlemen soldiers or other have a mind to say Any apprentices have severe masters. Any children have undutiful parents. Any husband too much wife. And let them appear to the noble Sergeant Pye at the sign of the Raven in this good time of Shrewsbury, and they shall receive present of the league and entertainment.